What up, man?
Not only
in the building. We in the building.
My bad.
No, you good, man. We just happy to be here. Listen,
Absolutely.
listen. It's the future. Do better. Dewey Betterton, Raymond Rhodes, all of those things. Just myself. I'm just happy to be here, man. Still got the studio going, as y'all see. We got some friends of the show in the building. My man been here 3 times. The homie been, this is second time. So they might as well be made men. Producers, fathers, you know, creators, entrepreneurs, just overall beat thumpers. Probably just be making beats like at the dinner table and stuff, you know. So
Yeah.
Obsessing over their craft. We got 2 of the dopest in the building. Odds on favorite. Glad y'all are here, man.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate you, my brother.
I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm just happy to be here. How y'all doing today?
Blessed, brother.
Facts. It was raining. It was raining, wasn't it?
Man.
It wasn't a hard, you know, like we didn't have to go
far.
far.
No, that's why I propped the door open.
Yeah.
It was terrible when I was driving over here.
It was terrible.
I'm
horrible.
sure.
Yeah, but
horrible.
We made it in here.
Oh, absolutely.
So the roof leaks a little bit in here, though. Not in the studio, though, luckily.
That's good.
Out there in the main area. But they're redoing the building, so.
Right.
So that's not that big a deal.
Not at all.
So how y'all doing today, man? Y'all back?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Finally.
Right? If it was up to me, we'd do a regular show.
We got time this year.
Said he wanted to do, yay. Hey, right? That's a good name, though.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's a good name. I told him, and I like when things have like an organic, upbringing or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that name because for a show, that's good. We get to talk about it. We got time this year.
For sure.
But it's also just a funny thing of where it came from.
Uh-huh.
That was an epic moment in that show.
That really was the key.
Yeah, no, it was great. That was live though.
Mm-hmm.
Today we got y'all here. The attention is on y'all. Lights is on y'all.
Hey.
The stars is in the building.
Absolutely.
So let me tell y'all this. This is what I want to know. What did y'all listen to on the way here? And if it wasn't music, I need y'all to be honest because we're getting older. What y'all listen to when y'all was pulling on the way to the studio?
Go ahead. You
All
go
right.
first.
Well, I have a really short fucking drive. So. But before, because I was finishing a beat that I'm going to play later.
For sure.
But I'll just go. Last night, I was bumping Mercules because I went and saw him.
How was that?
It was a good show. However, the sound was awful by the time he got on stage. I don't know if like they just fucking blew the speakers with the opening acts, but I'm just...
Will we be calling out the venue though? Because they should have better sound or no?
I don't know because I've only been to 2 shows there.
Fair enough. I wanted to call them out because another artist just came through here and we called out that venue, but we'll leave it alone. Show was good though?
That part.
Yes, the show was really good. Mercules is good. Ryan Oakes was he's the co-headliner on the tour, and he's really dope.
Was it packed? The venue?
It wasn't packed, but I would say
good crowd though.
Yes, over half full.
That same venue has Riff Raff coming up. Which I guess cat's out of the bag now.
It was last week actually.
It already happened. Oh, yeah, I would love to go to that.
Cause
that crowd would have been cool.
Jaron Benton was opening. I'm like, that is a weird fucking duo.
Really?
Jaron Benton, yeah.
With the neon icon?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, and Jaron Benton would have fit better on the Mercules tour to me, but...
Right.
Yo, Mercules be rapping, though.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of rapping, or I don't know, I assume because you have the loudest car stereo in the lower 48 that you
hell no, I don't. It's all right.
Well, because actually you're you're into the competition.
Absolutely.
Like to regular people, it's like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Shakes the building. Yeah. So I assume you were listening to something on the way over here. What was you playing?
I'm really in my Texas bag right now, so I'm listening to Propane.
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, fire!
Is that the artist's name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Featuring Slim Thug, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Can I ask you this? Do you listen to music like because it slumps?
No, sir. No, sir.
So even having the crazy system that you do, you still just listen to whatever you want to listen to?
I'd rather listen to R&B. Keep it a band.
R&B be slumping though sometimes?
Yeah, it can. Don't get it twisted. But me, myself, I'm a H-Town type of guy.
For the people though.
Yes, sir.
If you have a system, what's an R&B song that you can play that just has some slump to it?
Easy. That's the easy one. Silk. Meet it in my bedroom.
Okay.
Crazy.
You are heavily into the car audio though, right?
Yes, sir.
Like competitive. Have you ever won anything?
I don't compete.
You support?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I go to every competition that's local. Sometimes I used to go to the ones outside of Des Moines a little bit, but no.
I remember when I was younger, that was a big deal
Absolutely.
for sure. So let's talk about some beats.
Yes, sir.
So what are some producers you're into now today? What's today's date? What's the date today? June 18th. June 18th. Sound right? June
Yes.
18th, 2025. What are some producers you like? Like if that song comes out and you hear who it's produced by, you want to listen to it before you hear it. And I'll also ask you this: are there any producers from back in the day that if you hear coming out, you almost cringe a little bit, where you're almost worried, like, uh-oh. Speaking of that, though, too, we were talking about the clips being Pharrell being in his bag, because he would be somebody who used to hear and be like, uh-oh, is that going to slump or not? So go ahead, talk to me. What's up?
I'm not a super Pharrell fan like that.
Yeah.
Or a Timberland, to be honest. Keep it bad.
Timberland now, no.
That's what I'm saying. So if you hear it today, produced by Timberland, does it move the needle?
Here's why it doesn't move the needle, because you can't tell it's Timberland.
So what are you talking about?
He doesn't have his signature sound.
That weird shit.
Are you saying that
that
AI?
Missy Elliott sound really? If you think about it,
saying that AI makes Timberland's beats. Let's ask him. Are you saying that AI be making Timberland's beats these days?
I think he uses AI to
Have you been
advance
investigating
it.
this?
No, not really.
You sound a little educated on it.
Well, I mean,
did you used to like Timberland?
Yeah.
Because I think you almost seem a little offended.
About the AI?
Yeah.
No. Because my thing is, if you're straight, just if he's using just whatever the AI made, and that's it, then yeah, there's nothing to it. But if he's taking it and treating it like, the shit he sampled, like the fucking random Indian flutes that he would find and flip, like if he's doing shit like that, or finding ways to make it to where it is his own, then I'm good with it.
Actually, what I had heard was the way it kind of works is that you're able to upload people's entire catalogs and then have AI create music while not having to have all the work that goes to creating somebody's catalog. So the way I was listening to it explained, at least with what Timbaland's doing, is he can take like Jay-Z's entire catalog, he can feed it into this, whatever this AI, system that he's using, and then it can create that type of sound without the 20 years that it takes to build that catalog.
But that's the problem, though.
There's no feeling.
There's no having to go through the hoops. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't no having to understand why something sounds a certain way.
Well, yeah, there's no struggle either.
Not at all. There's no hunger in it. If you could just type in, I want something to sound a certain type of way in AI and it makes it for you, it's boring then.
Well, I mean, you could even take that. Why do you think music sounds so bad? Because anyone can do it now.
Yeah, it's trash.
But there's a whole generation of people who would say
otherwise,
they love it.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen when that's all they know? There's going to eventually be an entire generation of people who listen to music that is not going to care who it was made by.
Yeah.
So, but music's not going to go away.
No.
So, but people aren't going to have the desire to make it because no one's going to care who made it. Isn't AI kind of inevitable? No?
Yeah.
For art in general.
Eventually.
I said inevitable. That's what inevitable would be, right?
Yeah.
But that's when music becomes boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I might have checked out a while ago,
To an extent.
No, it's still fun. No, that's perfect. To an extent, it's perfect because I love music but I would say boring is a good word.
The other problem kind of plays into the oversaturated shit that I was just saying, because there's really good shit out there, but you may never hear it because there's just so much nonsense in the way of it.
Well, yeah, that was before. That's not even an AI thing, though, really.
No.
That's as we were able to get music every 30 seconds.
Yep.
Trip was on here, and he would always say, like, you just don't sit with an album anymore, and like that's kind of a lost art because I think back to, like, I remember when it stands out to me for some reason, but when Sound of Revenge came out, that first like real Chameleonaire album, we all just sat around and just listened to it like it was a moment. I still remember it, So I just don't know if you have that anymore.
No.
When was let me ask you that. What was that last album y'all sat with? I do listen to. I to listen to Wayne's album, but sit with is a little different than listen to. I think sit with you probably listen to it more than once.
Do you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, if that's what.
And how long? We don't need to be exact, but like about how long ago was that?
I think end of 2010.
What?
Yeah.
It's been that long for you?
Yeah.
That's a little sad. Makes me feel better.
Now,
I've sat with some stuff since then, for sure.
I've
Like
listened
Paul
to.
Wall just put out an album that
Hey.
was incredible. Like I listened to Dirk's albums. I listen to albums, so I've definitely.
I still listen to albums, but as far as if
No,
you,
there's a few I've sat with.
because I'm thinking when you say sat with, like you've played it probably
Multiple times.
front to back at least
Multiple
20,
times.
30 times. Yeah.
I'm not going to put a number on it because then,
Yeah.
you know, so maybe not
Right.
20 times, but definitely multiple times.
Well,
Because
and
I listened to the Wayne album once. I didn't sit with it, though. But I listened to it.
GNX, Kendrick, that's the first album I know all the words to in probably 10 years. Not all the words, but I should say like.
I feel like that's the answer for a lot of people.
It is.
Kendrick did wake some people up, no?
Because he made good music, but he just threw it out there. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, when I first heard
Ace Hood and nobody cared.
I know that's bullshit. So my first listen to GNX, I'm like, this has to be just like the mixtape before the album. But now I'm like, nope, it was the album.
Right.
He literally just made shit that was easily digested, I guess is the best way to put it, but still had his stamp on it.
Not to change course, but let me ask y'all this. Have either of y'all ever produced diss tracks for anybody that they recorded over them that turned out to be a diss track? Or that you think was a diss track, even if they didn't say it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. Can we talk about it?
I mean, sure. I mean, it really wasn't.
Who was it?
I ain't gonna say the name. We ain't gonna do that.
I ain't gonna throw it out there.
It wasn't really. I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, you're good.
No, you're
It wasn't really a diss track. It was more of a sparring, if anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just
to me, that's
throw
the best.
something
'Cause
out.
that's what it should be. It's still called a diss track, but it doesn't have to have the negative connotation
but it wasn't necessarily aimed as a diss track. It was a bar that hit like 7 artists in the city.
Okay, so when I use one of y'all beats to drop my control verse, is that going to be considered a diss track?
Go ahead, do your Thug Dizzle.
Facts.
Okay, I just didn't know if we were going to call it a diss track or not. So
Go ahead.
it's just an awakening.
Yeah.
It's an epiphany.
That's what it is.
There it is.
Too much kumbaya.
Abso-freaking-lutely. My bad. I apologize.
It's your show. I mean, I always click not for kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, because I know people be cussing.
Fuck.
I'll be honest with you though, the YouTube videos that are for kids aren't for kids.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's all nonsense. Shout out to the kids, man. As a matter of fact, just stay off YouTube.
Yeah.
Can I say the album I listened to?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's a local, but a local album though.
I've sat with a few local albums in the last
Indica
year.
and Sativa, Diego Hart.
That's your guy.
That's your guy.
Bro, it is, but
That's
the
your guy.
album's tough though.
Look, man, it's high quality music. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. No, it's always been high quality music, and yeah, fire.
He's just dope, bro.
And honestly, saying I've definitely sat with some. I hate using the term local, so I don't know. I'm trying to
With
figure out
people
a way
you know.
to identify it, way
Yeah.
to talk. I don't want to call them that because I don't feel that way. Some of the homies from Ray West, Trip, Chemist, or these people who I feel like have been putting quality product out. Some more than others, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want them to be local. Like that music I always heard, or like Flea. There's just so many people whose music I hear, and I just don't want to call it local. Smooth is like, to me, putting out industry quality stuff. Rome, Frank, all these guys. So, but I've definitely sat with some of their albums. So I sat with 24 by Frank for sure. I sat with Ray West. I sat with Walking in Rhythm for sure. I really liked that album. I sat with that. I sat with Chemist's Return of Legend. It was good. I sat with Trips. Now at this point, I'm talking 3 times or 5 times, but multiple times I sat and listened to their shit for sure.
Did you check Depths?
Oh, absolutely. The Gold Chain. What was it called?
Yeah.
Or maybe that was just a song on it, but I did. Of course.
Well, the cover was, I think.
And I think the album was either called Fake Gold Chain or one of the songs. I think
it's hard.
But I love Depths. I love Depths. He's going to come on here eventually because he hasn't done an interview really anywhere.
That's wild. But not to switch the subject, what'd you listen to on the ride over?
Yeah.
So I definitely listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff, but I listened to
music.
No, I was listening to music today. So, but it's like a varying degree of like, because I don't make playlists. So I just listen to replay all the time. And every once in a while, a new song creeps in there that I found. So it's still a lot of like the stuff that I like T.I. and 50 Cent and Cameron and Jay-Z and Joe Budden. Yes, I still listen to Joe Budden. That sounded very East Coast. T.I.'s not from the East Coast. He's from Atlanta.
Yeah, but you just sprinkled him in there like a little salt.
Yeah. Yes, is the answer.
Throw a little Lowry's in there.
I love Texas though too.
I love Texas.
So I always listen to Chameleon. Some of his stuff's popping in there. Paul Wall. I love Texas is probably my other favorite. Atlanta's fire, but to me, Atlanta's almost like Atlanta's almost right there with LA and New York. I feel like Atlanta just has a storied history of so do all these places. But it was like New York and LA,
right,
and then Atlanta, and then Texas, and then Miami and Memphis. But
yeah,
Atlanta's huge.
As a mother,
I've been thinking about it since those complex lists have been coming out. The top 100 rappers from these cities or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so Atlanta was the one I've been thinking about recently because, man, Atlanta been doing it for a long time.
Absolutely.
Yo, when they put out the list for LA and Doja Cat was on there, I'm like,
what do you think?
I have no.
I can put it. So okay, so the big talking point was Game being number 11.
Yeah.
What's your thought of that?
That's okay.
You think so? Do you think Eazy-E is a better rapper than the Game?
No, but Eazy-E didn't write nothing for himself.
But he was 9.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been on there.
No, he
shouldn't have been on that.
And Nipsey was 10. You think Nipsey better than the Game? Catalog, it's close though, right?
Catalog, no.
No, Game can rap, man.
No,
Game.
I feel like I've been defending the Game because of this because I actually don't like him that much. I feel like he does a lot of name dropping. He's just to me he's very the same, but he can rap. His content's just always the same to me.
I would say that hit the decade from documentary to, I guess I don't know what album, but
even the post G Unit stuff was good.
Yeah, but
LAX
different
was good.
though. But nothing's different though.
No, I agree with that. But either I feel like I'm Eazy-E bashing. But he was number 9. If you take away NWA, are we really talking Game or Eazy-E? Once you remove NWA, it's no longer even a conversation, right?
Cruising in my 6'4" is the really.
Also, Complex did not have Pac on there because they said he wasn't from LA.
Yeah, I mean, he's from Baltimore.
Ice-T is from Newark, and he was on there.
That's bullshit.
And Ice-T is more from the East Coast than Tupac. Ice-T is really from Newark. So he was on there, though.
I mean, that's complex.
So Pac should have been on there. We agree with that?
Yeah.
For me, Pac would be my favorite, but if we're talking about actual lyrical talent, he wouldn't.
Well, no, but in these lists, I think you try to do what would you try to do it because I think Tupac's going to be number 1 on most people's lists. And then Kendrick. It's probably Kendrick after that. Yeah. Or Cube. Because it's definitely going to be right there because Cube's going to be top 3 for most people, too.
Right.
So what's crazy for me...
Snoop Dogg's up there.
People love
Snoop.
I do have a Mount Rushmore.
It's nostalgia with him.
Yeah.
Of LA rappers?
No, just in general, that inspired me.
Listen, if we're going to... we could talk Mount Rushmores.
But I'm saying just inspired me. I'm not going to go for... the whole the top best, the top 4, if we're going off of impact and all that shit. But impact on me,
for sure. I just like to say people have no idea what Mount Rushmore was made for because every time I hear these lists, they're it's like Mount Rushmore it's not the newest for people who made America what it is. It's just the people who did it from the beginning. Right. And when you use that logic, it's like Rakim and whoever,
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, let's do that because we'll put Heartless on the hook too. So
I'll say my top 4,
and give it some.
Okay, so I'll go 4. 4 for me would be Kendrick.
Hold on a second. But still, let's put this criteria out. So even for us, are we talking about impact on us? Are we talking about our favorite skilled? Right? These are what is our criteria before we make these?
For me, I'm doing impact on me.
Impact,
inspiration.
Right? Perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
So 4 is Kendrick. Really, I mean, he's the only one I feel like that's never not consistent. Of the newer, you can say 2010 on newer cats, but even Good Kid, Mad City when that dropped, that actually probably was the last actual disc I sat with.
I'm sorry, I've never listened to a Kendrick album front to back.
I ain't gonna, honest, no.
And that's fine.
No, I think the people are gonna get after me about it. I wanted to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I need to.
I second that.
I've always felt like Kendrick is like Spurs basketball. I know it's great. It's just not the basketball I wanted to watch.
That's fine.
But I know that it's great. I'm very aware of the greatness. And I think that's a good analogy.
That is.
I look at that like ice cream, bro. I'm lactose intolerant, but chocolate ice cream, I know it's really good. I know it's great. But
it's not for you.
Not for me.
But are you saying though Kendrick would make you sick if you?
Oh,
he might make me poop, bro. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
He is the shit.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I threw you that layup. Bro. I threw it to you.
All right.
Man.
So then 3 is Wayne.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know when I started rapping per se, but started putting out music in 2004. So Carter 1 was I probably heard that album over 1,000 times.
One of the best albums ever made.
Kid and I literally wrote
2 and 3.
See, that's the thing is 1 is me, but I think it's because of what it meant at that time.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I can't even that. And I mean, when we had a tape player, it was The Block is Hot. But that album, the Carter, was my album front to back. But even so, like Carter 3, when that dropped in 08, that was kind of the beginning of the end, per se. So it was only about a 4-year run, if you're looking at it that way. But I mean, he can disappoint you and then drop the most fire verse a year later.
Are you disappointed right now?
Not like others.
We can get to it.
People trash that album. It's not trash. It's just what you should expect
There's
of
some
Wayne.
trash on there.
Yes, Peanuts to an Elephant is not as trash.
With 12 concise records from that project,
That's a big thing.
He would not have gotten the same response.
I'm also very disappointed that the one song he has with Manny Fresh is not one I'm big on.
So that's what. Do you think that the Wayne album is heavily, heavily affected by the fact that the same people weren't in the room?
Yeah, to an extent, but even so, I think he had 2 Manny joints on.
But I mean, back then, all the people were in the room. Even I don't even mean the artists. I mean, it was the people, right? It's like maybe that had a lot to do with it because I feel like none of the same people were around for this album.
Yeah. Now
you've even seen people on Young Money distancing themselves from it, saying, "Oh, I work over here in this division," or "Oh, I do this. I wasn't a part of that album."
Yeah. So to my knowledge, it's him and his kids when he records now. Which cool legacy, love that. But the one son that you're posting all the time, Lil Novi, not for me. I'm just going to put it that way. But he has a song with one of his other kids, Cameron Carter, whatever. I don't know what his music name is, but that one was cool. Like he did the hook. I liked it. But yeah, Young Novi.
Hey man, I did a song with Melody Mad years ago, so shout out to being ahead of the curve. You hear me?
That's what I'm saying. Like our legacy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
2 more.
2.
Kendrick Wayne.
2 is Eminem. And 1.
This is boring.
What?
Your mountain is boring.
I mean, it is, but it's
like the same mountain I feel like 63% of America would have so far. People love Wayne, Kendrick, and M.
Well, who do you think won? Actually, who do you think one's going to be?
Fair enough. But go. Okay, give me a second while you go ahead and say, M or whatever.
I mean, bottom line is the color of my skin is the first reason because I remember when My Name Is dropped and like I knew nothing about white rappers besides.
There's gonna be a little clip in that part.
Oh, absolutely, got to be.
Then they're gonna be like, "What did he say?" It's clipped.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, no, it's all good. Like I don't care.
No, it's a joke.
But yeah, at that time, fucking like you said, we didn't have the internet to show that there was like 80 fucking million rappers that were good, that pale skin, but fucking I heard. Okay,
I don't have it, but I have what I'm gonna say.
I want to say, but yeah, when My Name Is dropped, that was like, holy fucking shit, we can do this, and so that pushed me into writing rap because at that time, I only knew West Coast and No Limit. That's it.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. As I listen to you, Eminem might make his way on the mind because we are talking about like impact.
Yep.
And like, yeah, he was definitely had a large impact on me. So, and then number 4. Let me ask you this. Can I ask you questions?
Of course.
Okay. Has number 4 went batshit crazy?
No. It's not yay.
Okay. Got it.
Hell no.
Does he rap sing for women?
No.
Okay. Is he a boom bap rapper?
No.
G-Eazy.
Hell no.
This man.
Hey.
No, he didn't.
I'm saying it, man. I was stumped.
I'm actually surprised you're stumped because.
Well, no, now you're going to say it. I was having a little bit of fun.
He's going to say Joe Budden.
No, he's not.
He is the one.
Rome right now.
He is the reason why you brought this up, or why I brought this up. Pac.
I should have knew that.
Pac is the first rapper I ever listened to on my own. Like I knew Doggy Style, I knew The Chronic because of my brother. He's 7 years older than me, so like I had that exposure. But I actually would see like the videos on MTV at fucking 7, 8 years. He died when I was 8. So like I shouldn't have known anything. I shouldn't have had any feelings at 8 for that. But like I I remember the day that they said that he died, like it was yesterday.
I do too, but I was also age of, I was like 15 or whatever, or 13 or something. So I remember.
96, right?
Yeah.
But the first album,
or 95? Was it 95?
It was 96.
Big died in 96, I thought.
97 for Big. It was
okay, so
like
it's 96,
March.
97. Got you. Yep, got it.
Yeah.
I was 11.
So
I was 15.
I got Greatest Hits in 98 when that dropped, and Changes is my number one song, period.
Changes?
Yeah.
It's a good song.
And again, it's brings me to being a kid. Like, that is why.
Mine's probably till the end of time.
Hell yeah.
Changes is a good one.
But yeah, no.
My mom loves Changes though.
So me and
That's okay.
Me and the homies.
My mom and the homies listen to the Changes too.
Man.
I'm just playing. Kid and another guy that we did some music with, but we would have been, let's see, so the 7-year theory would have been 2003, so 15 years old. We literally watched MTV like maybe for 5 hours of that morning.
Man, how cool.
Thinking something was going to happen. And so like that's how obsessed we were with.
I mean, that was a big deal back then.
Dude, the 7-day
It was
theory,
a lot. There was a lot going on back then.
Yeah, expect me.
Before it was conspiracies before the internet.
I remember I drove to Minneapolis to try and see the Tupac movie, Tupac Resurrection. It had just left theaters. I went to Des Moines.
Were you like 25 at this time?
No, I'm talking about the documentary.
Okay, gotcha.
Not all. Is it All Eyes on Me? I think.
Okay, I was thinking of the movie that came out in the last few years.
But yeah, I went to that movie with my mom, my sister, and my niece.
But you didn't go to Minneapolis, I'm guessing, for that one.
No, I went here because I lived here.
Right.
So I don't know when it came out because M was on it. So like 04, 05. So I would have been in high school. But yeah, I drove. We went to Minneapolis. We went to Des Moines, but I had a family here already. So when we realized it wasn't in theaters here, because I mean, like you had the internet, but it wasn't like you could go like, what's playing in theaters?
Right.
But yeah, whoever, I think it was my sister's husband at the time, husband at the time, he found like a bootleg copy for me. And so I watched it.
Bootlegs were lit back then.
Yeah. I watched it in the living room, but we literally.
Shout out O Hicks. But go ahead.
Hey.
He knows what I mean. He knows what I mean. Yeah. Oh, he was a goat back then.
He was in the theater with the camera?
Him, his dad, and his brother, bro. Goats, bro.
Goats.
So make sure you clip that and you put big ass letters. Shout out O Hicks.
But yeah, that's my 4.
Shout out to bootlegging. Yeah, it's a cool 4.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty normal 4.
It's a very mainstream 4. I'll give you that.
Yeah. I mean, mine, I guess the only thing that would be weird is people be like, why is Joe Button on there? Other than that, Jay-Z, Eminem, and probably some other normal 50 Cent probably.
For a little bit, though, I would say Chameleonaire was going to be 4 before Kendrick. I really was...
one of the most slept-on rappers ever,
Hell yeah.
Chameleonaire's a beast.
Mixtape Messiah.
A beast.
Oh, he's a monster.
He was good at
triple disc
dissing.
was insane.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. My boy loved Razak forever. And then finally got to meet him and do a song with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's Chameleonaire's brother.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why Paul and Chameleonaire split up.
But he has that super fire diss song over that Little John beat. Throw him in the river, drop his body in the bay. Man, that's
his remix to Lean Back was my shit.
Yeah, they went ham on that. That it was the 3 disc one.
Yep,
it was the 3 disc.
I bought it.
Oh, me too. Yeah. Me too. We did too.
Yeah,
we did too. So what's up, Heartless?
All right, yeah.
You got a mountain?
What you got?
You got a mountain of rappers?
Not really.
He's too cool for his own good, ain't he?
Not because Ludacris is gonna be on mine,
and that's fair.
A lot of people. Ludacris is one of the best rappers that don't nobody say can rap good.
Right.
Yes.
I swear.
He's
Ludacris goes ham. The problem is his songs don't always be what people want. So you get the Ludacris get to rapping?
Yep.
Bruh, like he done rapped over Put On. He done did all kinds of like mixtapes that were fire, son. He has a whole song dissing Drake. People don't even know it.
Yeah.
It's called Call Your Bluff.
Yep.
And bro, he goes crazy. Drake never said a word. And it's not hidden that it was about Drake. Like, it's like, say what you said when I see you in the booth, And it's like Ludacris spazzed on Drake. Drake never said a word.
Well, Ludacris definitely beat T.I. and that shit, too.
Oh, yeah. But he did what LL did to Cannabis. He got to hear the little Ludacris bar, just how LL got to hear the little I'll take your microphone bar, and then he got to record his shit afterwards.
Yo, that is satanistic.
I apologize for that. My bad.
No, we good.
Okay.
We good. I mean, and if it was that big a deal, we could edit it out. We're not lying.
Well, no, it's all good. You can.
All right. Well, okay. So Ludacris is amazing, though. I'm with that.
Yeah, Ludacris. Let me see.
Killed the features.
I'm just
More
trying
than anybody. That Sierra joint is insane.
Yeah.
That's one of the like top 50 verses ever. That verse is crazy.
Ride.
Is it Ride? Maybe it's one of those.
Ride is with Chameleonaire, and that one's good too.
Okay. Yeah.
But
There you go. You sing too? You be at home singing, don't you?
to his wife.
You sing in the shower?
no.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you think it's weird to not listen to music in the shower?
I mean, I don't, but I don't.
Do you? And you love wrestling too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you be in the shower doing the Triple H and shit?
Not recently.
I'm gonna keep it a damn fat, so I don't want to be up in the shower with no music on. You know, so I'll be lathering up or whatever,
You be
and
making beats on your chest,
right.
don't you?
Yes,
So you do listen to music while you shower.
absolutely.
But you be in there beating too? Pause.
No. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
That's a clip.
That's a clip in a cut.
That's a
Yeah.
cap cut.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
It's that shit.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
You
That's
can,
wild.
Yeah, well, use what you use.
it. Pay for these programs though, because when you're using the free version of these programs, you have the access to the same tools that 14 million other people do.
Mhm.
Be one of the 3% that's willing to spend $26 a month to have access to more stuff, so your stuff at least looks different.
And that's where he does like the advertising.
Right.
Throw that in.
So Ludacris, I'm with you.
I'll throw Wayne on there.
Okay.
I just don't know which. Not this version of Wayne though.
No.
Well, no, it's about impact on you.
Okay.
I mean, the mixtape.
To me,
Wayne.
myself, bro, I listen to more producers. I listen to the
impact
beat
on you
more
would have
than
been over
the
your whole
music
life or whatever.
than the
But you already
rapper.
got Wayne and Luda. I know you can come up with two more.
I can, but
Spice One? You like Scarface, though, don't you?
Hell yeah.
it's different. It's different.
Never seen a man cry till I seen a man die. That's the only song I knew because they used to play it on MTV.
I get that. I didn't know much from Ghetto Boys until after I heard
But
My
in New
Block.
York, the DJs, the shows, they didn't play anything.
No.
Except what was in New York in the 90s. We didn't get to hear anything. I remember when I first found out about UGK, it was like 2005.
Wait,
like,
you're telling me they didn't play Big Pimpin'?
Well, that was the first time I heard them.
Yeah, I would say that would have
But
been
they had
before
like Pocket
05.
Full of Stones
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Pocket full of stuff.
So when I say I heard that, but what I mean is I wasn't in a place where they were playing like UGK stuff,
I mean-
like old stuff, or basically is when I moved to Ohio. So when I left New York to move to Ohio, my palate was definitely increased. Pause. That's when I was turned on to Chameleonaire. And I'm like, this is fire. That's when I found Bun B. You know what I'm saying? I started finding some shit, really a lot of Texas shit, but
Pimp C too.
but like Memphis
Yeah.
shit, we didn't listen to a lot of 3-6, none of that in New York. It just wasn't being played. But then in Ohio, my man Jarvis, shout out to Famous, he turned me on to some shit. I was like, whew. Because, in New York, we was like, can't nobody rap like we do. Come on. What are they doing over there? The wheels on the bus, man? What is we doing?
What do I got? 3 already?
You got two more.
No, you didn't.
Unless you're saying
I just
Pimp.
made up names and took all the shine, and I apologize.
Are you saying Pimp?
Pip's dope, but I mean, he's more of that's a slick talker.
He's not that. You're not that old, my bad.
Uncle Luke, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Trick says
Hey.
that what's his name from Miami is the best rapper ever. Trick Daddy.
No, he does not.
He doesn't say he's the best rapper ever. He says he's the same exact rapper as Tupac, though, just
I
with
know.
a different twang.
But I would
Shut
rather hear
the
Pac.
Front door. No, he said that?
He really says it.
That's wild.
And he's technical. He can break it down to why he believes that.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't think Kendrick's that great.
No, either do I, though. But for me, though, so I think he would say
Yeah.
the same thing. Like, we know he's great.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. So 2 more. Come on, man. You're killing us.
Yeah,
You're killing us. I believe you.
It's
I
on
know
you.
you listened to 2 more rappers growing up that helped you influence your sound. But if it's that tough for you,
it's the
just 4
producers that I
musicians.
liked it, though. It's
Like
it's
who?
a music.
Who would you listen to?
I mean,
Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
producers?
It's all the same. Whatever you was the influence, and you go ahead. So I'm guessing Wayne and Luda had something to do with it. So what producers?
No, I just like them.
That's what I mean. So you have
somebody
2 that you were listening to.
Yeah.
So what were the 2 producers that'll fill out your Mount Rushmore?
You can say Timberland then, like the Magoo era.
That
Yeah.
impacted you.
yes.
Yeah,
Yo,
that-
Magoo was
The Indian
terrible.
flute era.
But
Yo, what
that
was
era
that?
though was
What was
good.
that one Magoo song? Was Magoo and Timbaland? It was like a single. Y'all remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a video and all that. I think he was
Yeah.
wearing purple or something. I
Yeah.
feel like I could see Magoo.
Orange
like
and purple.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Magoo is
It had a cool beat. That makes sense.
Magoo was
Timbaland.
all
That
right.
makes sense.
I liked that era. Of
I can hear that
Timberland.
beat in my head
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah.
God.
And Magoo's voice was unique at that time. Super mad annoying today because I hear it in my head right now and I want to go home.
Fair.
I'll
Sounds
say
like Fran
Twister,
Drescher.
bro.
Who?
Twister. Anybody on Do or Die?
Yes.
Is that like what is Do or Die? Is that like
You don't know Do or Die?
He's lying, bro. He's trying
Chi-Town.
to.
is
Now
it
he's
a,
trying to be
wait? Is
funny.
it a no? I think I know what it is. But when he said it, was anybody on that? I always thought it was a rap group. Was it a label
It is a rap group.
that
Yes.
Twister was in?
He was affiliated.
Speed Out Mobsters was his group.
Is this also like the Dungeon Family?
No,
Okay,
I mean, like the Dungeon Family of Chicago, maybe.
you're right.
who is the Dungeon Family? They're not the same thing. I get Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings mixed up. I think this is kind of
He's lying, bro.
Yeah.
The Dungeon Film, that's all Atlanta, ain't it?
Michigan.
No,
Dungeon Family's Michigan.
No, Dungeon Family is Atlanta.
Yeah, because that's where Outkast
Oh,
comes
okay.
from.
It's Organized Noise, Goody Mob, Outkast, and
Yeah.
then Future came from that. The
Seriously?
other Future. Yeah.
Yeah,
So he was called Meathead was his rap name.
yeah.
You can find a song where he raps just like Andre 3000, and then he figured out the
And then he figured out how not to be the best to ever do it.
yes, the syrup sipping flow.
He figured out drugs, bro.
And he doesn't even. think that.
Yeah. He figured out drugs first.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
He does drugs. That man
He
is
figured out drugs is
that
crazy.
man is on drugs.
That's every drug, bro.
Oh, he says he doesn't do them. That's the crazy thing.
Now maybe,
That's
but
what I'm saying. But like for years now. So that's been
Weird.
the interviews. I listen to all the podcasts.
But he
They
still
always
makes
breaking that
music
down.
about drugs.
Of course, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
the podcast be talking about. Like, bro, what's up?
he's in the pocket.
Oh, absolutely.
He figured out drugs though.
Absolutely, bro.
So cool, man. Don't figure out drugs, kids.
No, say no to drugs.
So did you Did you say a second producer?
No, but he gave us 4
Oh yeah, because you said Twister. All right.
from the Dungeon Family. No, from
He's trying to be
wait a
funny,
minute,
bro.
No,
He is
no,
rage
wait a
bait.
minute.
Yeah, he
No,
is.
it's from
Yeah, he is.
Crucial Conflict.
Yeah, he's
No.
trying. Now he's
Who
really.
is Crucial Conflict?
That's a part of that
Wow.
era, though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. That's
are they?
That's Chicago.
They're from Chicago.
I think so.
Okay, boom, nailed it.
Twisted, Do or Die. I don't know.
Who sang the Hey song?
That's them.
Crucial Conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're from Chicago,
I don't think they're from Chicago, bro.
maybe not.
No, they from
Michigan or something.
they're
Right?
from the country, bro.
Oh yeah,
I think they're from Virginia.
Wait,
Who
we
the
don't-
fuck am I thinking of?
shout out to the Clips, man, because their album's about to be fired. They're
Google
also
them, bro.
from
I
Virginia.
swear, I think they're from like Virginia,
All
bro.
right, I'll look.
If I ain't
We're off the-
mistaken.
Sorry,
Virginia.
we're off the rails here. This is my fault because
Yeah, let's talk
I
about.
don't know my Midwest hip hop that
Let's
well.
talk about clips, though.
Fire.
Yes.
What do you think?
What, the new clips?
Yeah, do you like anything?
Grinding?
No, you should.
That's what you talking about, though, right?
Oh my goodness.
Is that what you talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, I win. Crucial Conflict is from Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
He won?
Yes,
Was he
I won.
competing?
Yes, and they are best known for
I
their.
feel like this is when I race the car next to me that doesn't know I'm racing it at the stoplight. And I'm like, hell yeah, I won. What's up?
Oh yeah. So
A win's a win.
Fair enough.
one of the members' name is Cold Hard.
Do
I've
we
heard
owe
him.
you pink slips now?
No, what did Toretto say? Winning's winning, no matter if it's by
He
an
said
inch or a
family.
mile. In that.
Family.
God
In
damn.
that.
Family's important. Y'all fathers.
We're not on the sequel
Yeah.
yet, though.
Fuck it. There's what, like 39 movies of that?
Dude.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Is there a trait that being a producer helps you with being a father?
Yeah.
Maybe hitting?
No.
Don't hit kids.
It's patience.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
It's patience, bro.
Why? So explain. Because do you not get the right sound, or kind of
Is it-
explain to me where patience comes into making a beat?
Because to me, there's a difference between a beat maker and a producer. A beat maker, that's just somebody that just throws some shit together. Maybe it's already written and all they're doing is just, what is it, copy and paste. A producer, he gonna go and sit down and really look and analyze what he has. So then he can either flip some shit, add some shit, layer some shit,
Mhm.
There's just so much to it.
So where does the patience come in?
All of that, bro. Because you could take a
Getting
class.
the right sound.
Right. You could take a kit that you had 10 years ago, take a clap from that, and get a kit that you had yesterday, mix them two together, bro, and it just comes up with something just wild that doesn't sound like anything.
Shit. There's beats that we started in 2023
That.
that we just now finished.
Right.
That's kind of like my kid when it's time to clean the room.
Yeah.
It'll
it just
start
now
in
got clean.
2023, and it just now patience.
But it's dirty again, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But there's a new beat again. So
There's always a
patience,
new
that's
beat.
good. What about you? What do you think? If you had to say something else that you, being a producer, you kind of translated into being a father.
Maybe organizing things, planning.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
You don't plan?
Not every parent does. We don't wing it. I feel like you guys know what you're going to eat next Wednesday. Maybe not next Wednesday, but
Nah,
probably tomorrow. You
I'm-
at least know what y'all going to eat tomorrow. Right?
I'm anxious about it.
That's standard America shit.
Dude,
So, anxiety.
My wife hates how much I want to know what I'm doing tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to be fucking freaking out about
Let's flip it out. Let's go backwards for you.
Okay.
So how does something from your parenting, like anxiety, play into your beat making? I feel like we have some analysis paralysis right now.
I don't know, but I would say
does making beats make you anxious?
No. I would say
At
that
all?
not really.
The world's just going to love your shit? You're just not anxious at all?
That is my getaway.
Powerful.
That is my getaway.
Oh, it's like your sandals.
Sure.
Or
Sure.
whatever place you go and
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the beach.
Yeah, somewhere where you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's the only one I know.
I was super.
The one
lost.
thing I will say though is when I really hitting my stride on the beat, pause maybe. When I'm
Depends on if the beat is
the instrumental. When
I almost made I'm gross. Go ahead.
everything's gross. But anywho, when I want to finish the beat that I'm producing and I have to do parent shit and it's on my fucking mind that I know what I want to do next, but I can't fucking finish it, that would be the anxiousness that plays into producing. Because not always can I just sit there and fucking spend 2 hours on music.
No, for sure, because kids.
So I would say that would be the only anxiousness, or just anxiousness of
Deadlines?
that I set for myself.
So beats don't sit from 2023?
And I set them for myself so I can always move them, but in my head I can't. Damn, you're in the woods for a second.
Right. You're right. What the fuck? Where are you taking us, G?
That was kind of hard.
Wherever y'all want to go.
Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah,
I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a perfect segue. So where are we going?
Yeah, what's next?
Music.
Yeah, okay.
Glad you guys are here.
We're just happy to be here.
Me too.
And we got time this year.
Me too.
Hey,
I hope we make an album.
Ain't no
The
hope.
ball's in your court.
Absolutely.
I think I might have to
Hey, Ray, where's our album?
Hey, I mean, we'll hold you accountable.
Hey, where's our album with them? Where's it at?
I don't know. I mean, I need a list of beats that you need, and they'll be in your
I was
inbox.
supposed to have this list a few months ago.
Hey, it's
No, I'm super
The crazy
excited.
thing is, the
Actually,
list never got to us. Yeah, I'm interrupting him because
you know
he's
what?
going to lie to you guys. Well, go ahead. Respectfully.
I am not going to lie to you
Respectfully.
guys right now because I'm going to tell. I told this on the live, but I wanted. So before I built this studio, there was two people that inspired me to get creative again. I've said this for years. It's Ray West inspired me because he was just always grinding. Parenting didn't matter. He worked. Age didn't matter. He was just always getting after it. That was inspirational to me, and to want to create content and stuff. And then when it came to rapping, I came across y'all Facebook page like 5 years ago now, 4 years ago. It's been a while. I've been saying it for a while.
We're at
And
4, yeah.
At that time, there was 3 of you. We've talked about that. But I loved the sound. I had already, obviously, me and Heartless go way back or whatever. So actually, we go way back too, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I just tuned in and it really got me rapping. Some of these songs that are hopefully going to come out are like 4 years in the making, And I've always credited that YouTube channel, albeit you guys, with making me want to rap again. So that is pretty exciting. And that's not a lie because I've said it for many years. Now I do need to get it done though, because I do want to give y'all some music.
Hell yeah.
And these guys, in my opinion, deserve to have a product out that, that the artist stands behind and shit. So it's time to get busy. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate you.
I'm looking forward to that. So
We
yeah, y'all inspired
appreciate
the
you.
shit out of me. But I think it was probably 10 years ago now that we was in the crib, chilling, going through beats the very first time. Probably
Right.
longer than 10 years. I've been here a long
Yeah,
time. I've been
yeah,
here since
way longer.
2011, bro. I've been here like
Yeah.
14 years, and it was pretty early on.
Yeah,
So it's been a long time. I remember that. Because you've been grinding forever.
right.
You've been rapping a long time too, though.
2004.
How do y'all stay inspired?
Don't force it is the key for me. Thankfully I have Kid and I have Tam and Ray ask me to do an EP or do.
So just so people know,
Yeah.
like who you're talking about.
So Kid,
Shout out to Kid, man.
he was Irish Kid originally. That's where that comes from, Irish Kid. But we met in fucking.
Conor McGregor just started a record label.
He did Greenback Records.
Actually, somebody signed to it.
Exhibit and Bone
Exhibit.
Thugs.
That's what I was thinking. Bone Thugs too?
Yeah, Exhibit
Exhibit
dropped
before.
though.
Yeah, okay.
Like
Like you put an
the album's good.
Yeah, but that's who I heard talking
Yep.
about it. I bet I just said that because Kid might want to be on that label with that name.
He would be cool with it.
Connor just punched a guy out last night.
Dude.
Did you see it?
Not surprising. No, I haven't seen
He was
it.
at a show. He was on the stage and he just knocked dude out.
I'm cool with that.
That happened yesterday.
Okay, so Kid and I go, like, I don't know, 2000, 2001 we met. So I've known...
Also a rapper, artist.
Yes. So we started making music together in 2004 as Kid and Trey, or I think the name came later, but we've been doing shit for now 21 years.
Have y'all ever fell out?
Yes.
It's just good to hear that, right? Because, man, that's a long time to have made it. So I'm so glad that y'all still making music together.
Twice, really.
No, it's hard to stay and come back together because y'all put out music. We were just talking about it. You just put something out the other day, right?
Yes.
What was that?
It's called Stand Down. The idea was actually a kickboxer in Mason City area, North Iowa. He wanted us to make something or find something he could use for entrance music.
Should get him on the show.
That he would be down.
We could do remote stuff.
He didn't win, but
hey, man,
none of that
I
matters.
love that sport. It doesn't.
Hey.
It does not.
Right.
I mean,
he did something I wouldn't.
That's what I mean.
feel
I
comfortable
have
doing.
So much respect for fighters.
Hell yes. But it was really cool. So Mike Estes, I think his name. I'm gonna fucking butcher his name, so maybe edit it. But Estes is the last name.
I can put it in too.
Estes is the last name, but he runs those. And so I'm pretty sure Matt Hughes' son was on the card, so he was there too.
Do you happen to know the name of the organization?
Yes, North Iowa Fights.
Word. I'll put it in their website or something like that.
Yep, you can actually, now the problem for me is $20 a month is, so I had to pay for a month to even like get the clip, but I have the clip of our music in the background, so that was cool. But you can watch the whole entire show on
They have like
their
a
platform.
streaming or something?
Yeah, I think it's Spectate. Let me look.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, yeah, because we can always put it in there too. But I'm definitely into fighting. It's my favorite sport.
Spectation Sports.
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
Well,
you'll get it afterwards.
Hell yeah.
About 10 minutes or so.
I don't need it.
Until it goes off.
Yeah.
Facts. Well, maybe my watch don't work half the time, so. But yeah, Spectation Sports. So Stand Down is a song, and honestly, so he had the hook, Kid did, and I didn't even know if I was going to be on it. I'm just like, here's the beat. I made the beat. Then he's like, I think I want to go back and forth. I'm like, cool. So I don't know how many bars it ended up being. It's like a minute and a half of a verse, so maybe 32. But we had, I think, 7 bars written. He came down to record it, and we didn't have it done. And we had the deadline of when the fight was going to be. So that was the first time I wrote with someone in the room since before COVID.
Wow.
Like, we literally sat there and wrote this entire verse, basically, besides those first few bars, and bounced off of each other. And
so how did that process feel? Being back in the creating room with somebody?
Good, because it actually happened. Going back, I can just remember so many times where we said we were going to do it, but there was just so many distractions. I'm very good at that. And then, like, I would be the type, like, I would get my verse done. So the cool thing with this is, obviously, it isn't done until we're both through our parts. So I think that helped make it. And we also didn't, like, we're not going to go, like, I do 2 bars, you do 2 bars. It got to a point where we were going back and forth within 1 bar. And I like it a lot. I mean, we realize, oh, it's only 2 minutes and whatever seconds.
That's pretty standard these
now,
days.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just
standard.
like, it's 1 verse, 2 hooks.
Love it.
Drop it.
Speaking of creative process, have you made any beats with the artists in the room at all lately? Or is
Not
that even
lately,
something
no.
that you've done in the past?
Yeah, I've done that in the past.
Is that so how does that work? Are you guys are they able to have input as far as putting or a vibe or a feel? What do they do? Like if someone wants to give you an idea of what sound they're looking for.
They always give me the dumbest shit.
Like
I'm gonna just keep it a band. They always give the stupidest shit, like just dumb.
Or they don't give you a good enough.
It's just dumb. It's always stupid. Like, bro, that is just dumb.
Are they asking you for, like, can you make a beat just like this beat?
It's always that. It's
I want to
always
hear a
that.
duck quacking inside of a coffee mug while it's rolling down a river and
It's
there's
a token
thunder in
song.
the background.
That's a token song right there.
Right. Bro, it be just the dumbest shit. They ask for the stupidest shit.
Fair enough. So
Can you give us an example?
yeah, I don't think so.
Can you? I'll give you one. Okay, instead of a clap, can you do a door shutting and a garage door shutting. Like, don't use a clap.
Hey,
though,
can you use a smoke alarm beep?
Right? I had that before. Man,
So-
you know, we're talking about we're in the trap house, so we're gonna need a little beep in the background. Like,
All
man,
right.
you're dumb,
Tell him to go to Pharrell.
bro. No, I just tell him to get the fuck out,
For real.
respectfully.
Pharrell.
Respectfully. Always respectfully.
Yeah, no, it's a no. And then if somebody ever
Get the
asks,
fuck out.
can you
Respectfully.
remake this same beat that somebody else had already
That shit.
made?
No.
I don't like that shit either.
Even
In some
Taman did that
circumstances,
recently.
I'm guessing, no?
No, there ain't no hell no, man. Because at the end of the day, when you're a producer, you look at somebody else's artwork, bro. That's artwork. Just like would you
Why
take
is that
somebody?
any different than sampling, though?
No,
Because some of the best joints ever are like, actually, Band from TV is probably my favorite beat of all time. It's my go-to, you know? And so when I heard Band from NO, it had the sample from Band from TV in it.
Okay, but what's the who made the beat?
I'm not sure. Swizz made the original.
Okay, but what's the sample?
Wait, Swiss made that?
Okay, what's
that
the
makes
sample?
sense.
Is it an old sample?
It's the
It's
fucking
a sample of the song, of the beat is what I mean. Like,
no, the original song is sampling the Ric Flair theme from the Space Odyssey movie or whatever.
Is it old?
Yeah.
That's why.
But that's
not-
cool, though.
I'm
different.
saying Band from
No,
NO
that's
isn't
different.
necessarily sampling that sound. They sampled the beat. Like,
Yes.
they took that beat and remade it. That's
Right.
what they did, is what I mean.
Oh, it's almost a carbon copy, but
it
just
has
maybe
like
a little
it's-
update.
it's
That's
updated.
fucked up, though. I mean, as a producer, I don't. I mean,
Don't
I
you
have
see a lot
morals.
of that? Like,
I have
you'll hear
morals.
like a song and then the TikToks will be like, this is what this song sounded like in my day. So a lot of songs I feel like I'm hearing today aren't necessarily
my God.
samples. They're just remakes.
Everybody
classics.
is. I don't know which Missy Elliott song they're doing, but there's like 5 different female rappers that decided to sample the same fucking Missy Elliott song,
Oh man.
and I'm like, don't. Like,
So you're not a fan of that. So
I'm
is it just-
okay.
is
I'm
this a
okay to an
producer
extent.
thing?
It's lazy.
Right. It because in all reality, bro, all you gotta do is I could take one of his beats right now, bro. Slow it down or speed it up. Bro, and just overlap a clap or maybe a kick or just something real,
Or
real
smoke
slight.
alarm.
Yeah.
Yes.
A fucking garage door.
Or I could
Bro.
go. Let me go and just take the Shook One sample and
Yes.
just put it out with new drums. That's
Easy.
basically what it feels like.
Easy,
But
bro.
that's what's happening.
Now, here's the thing, though: is what's happening is it's probably not the producer doing it. It's most likely, hey, I want to do an updated, like, give me the sample from Band from TV.
It's an engineer thing, but
Yeah.
it's still a producer too.
So you don't like lose your. This is going to happen to Lose Yourself one day. No, of
Yes.
course. It is. So like Pop Smoke's version of Many Men is an example, right? I don't feel like that's a sample. I feel like it's an updated version
hold on.
of Many Men.
Oh, let's put a pin in that, if you will. That sounded good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Anywho,
Grenade.
you know who Bully Gang Christensen is?
Yes, I do.
Fire, bro. He redid "Thank You, Mama" or whatever, that Eminem song.
Cleaning out my closet.
Clean, or what is it? Or whatever.
Is
That
it good?
absolutely, bro.
So how do you feel about that?
Murdered that. But he didn't. It wasn't remade. It's the actual beat.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what I'm talking about is different for sure.
Yeah.
Right. You're talking about taking, say, a beat he made and me remaking.
But
what
it's
he
usually
just
a
made.
classic song.
It's always a
like
classic
Big
song.
Sean redid "We Gonna Make It," and so like he redid that. But that's a classic, and it's a banger.
Yeah.
to me.
Right, but that's a sample. You want to sample that type of shit.
But it feels like a remake. I guess the conversation we're having is what is the difference between a sample and a remake?
There ain't.
Not necessarily.
It's a moral thing.
It depends on how the samples
I
used.
bet you the pay's different too. Back to whatever was going on before
Yeah, what?
the stuff.
Samples. Okay, so
I'm going to put it right back there,
Right.
So nobody knows what just happened.
so
Samples, go.
right.
so for me, okay, so
Not DNA sample.
well, they got that.
No, go.
Okay, so for me, okay, if you're remaking,
Not your samples. I just want no DNA samples for anyone.
all right, the remake shit. If it is the same exact sample, and I mean, obviously they put new drums on it, but there's no switch up to it, that's lazy. But
So like Vanilla Ice. Ding, 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 tick.
Right.
Right?
see that
Right?
that made it different, right? No,
I think it did in the court, so didn't he? Didn't he end up not having to pay?
No, he got sued.
He did?
Yeah.
He
yeah,
got hung over a balcony.
by Suge.
But yeah.
Oh, you snitching.
Oh,
Everybody knows that.
Oh,
I'm totally
man.
kidding. But go
Anywho,
ahead.
anyhow,
The ting.
the ting, yes, but there has been like samples where they'll play the sample the way like we know it, but then they flip it. I like those because it's creative.
Like a lot of shit that on the Diplomats album.
Yes,
Like a lot of that shit's old
New York
shit.
City.
But
Well, Heatmakers are my favorite.
They've been doing a lot of Joel and Crooked shit.
Right.
Yeah, Heatmakers are just incredible.
Yep.
I love Just Blaze too, but the Heatmakers are incredible.
Well, Blaze hasn't done shit.
Yeah, I know, but he had that sound before the Heat.
Yeah.
God, him and Kanye beef so hard behind
You do
the
love
scenes.
Kanye, don't you?
No.
We'll edit this out too, so don't even worry about it.
I'll just tell you though, the generation we're in now is a mix of Wayne, good and bad, and Kanye.
That's it.
I think those are the top two. I mean, you're gonna see Future being the most inspirational, but as far as like the
Drake made a lot of dudes cry. Dudes are more emotional today because of their Drake influence.
That's true.
I like Derez Deshawn too. He should have been on my Mount Rushmore too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, he's dope, bro.
No, he's dope for sure.
With Ye, it's the cinematic. He brought cinematic to hip hop.
Did he?
At least on a more wide scale.
I don't disagree. I'm just kind of like.
You know what Kanye did?
Yeah.
He's that dude's just
But
real.
yes.
No, I kind of agree with
separating
what
the music from the person.
No, I see it. He did bring a. He definitely brought a.
He
vision.
is the reason why some shit just sounds like big now.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So is DJ Khaled.
So is Timberland though.
We the best.
We're the average.
Khaled never made a beat in his life.
We're just talking about we're just talking about making things feel big.
You can actually see he did make a beat before he was like
before he was DJing.
Before he was DJing, yes.
I ain't never seen him make a beat.
I don't know if he's ever DJing.
He's not a DJ or he's not a producer. He's a curator.
Khaled.
He's a curator.
Dr. Khaled?
Sure. He's curating, like he's basically doing what.
I'm not gonna act like I didn't love Khaled bangers when they were coming.
What
out.
about DJ Clue though? Like,
because I love Ludacris. We're talking about Ludacris.
Right.
I love how they were so feature heavy and they just had some rapping on them. I loved some of them joints. I loved that joint.
Yeah.
And all we do is win and shit. I was in love with that.
Well,
shit.
that's like the new shit too. With what's light skinned dude name? He got indicted. He from New York.
Rowdy Rebel.
He's a DJ. What the fuck is
DJ
his name? No.
He got indicted?
What was he doing?
A long time ago, he got indicted.
Oh, DJ Drama.
There it is.
Hey,
he's not from New York. He's from Atlanta.
He's from what?
He's from Atlanta.
He's from Philly, actually.
I thought
he went to Atlanta.
So he's definitely from Philly. You're correct, and he came up in Atlanta. No, you're absolutely right.
Okay, well, my bad.
No. But that's what we're talking about. Yeah, DJ Drama.
But like, if you go to Drama's tapes, he has like Willie the Kid, LA the Dark Man.
East Coast,
and he don't. But he don't make. He's not a producer. But yeah, he does the same thing as.
But he had Cannon. So he did have
Cannon
a producer.
is a fucking producer.
And him and Cannon were like this.
Yeah.
So some of those tapes would have a lot of Cannon's beats on them.
Yeah.
Remember the infamous Wheezy shit?
Yeah.
Over the Cannon beat.
Yep.
Asher Roth actually did it too. People aren't aware of that.
Asher is dope.
Snapped on that.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not actually saying Cannon is even better.
I didn't know that.
It's from one of the Madden games. I don't remember the player. Dannon, maybe? Was there a Dannon?
I know that on Asher Roth's version, he rhymes Dannon.
Yeah, so it's saying Dannon, I think, or Bannon, maybe O'Bannon, but he took out the O.
That's a cool little. So he
dope.
didn't take it to the O. He took the O out.
That was a King Von reference.
I was just getting ready to say, yeah, look at listen to Mr. Chicago.
I know what the kids be doing.
Vaughn
you're with the shits is what you're saying. You're with
Vaughn was a menace
to society, or just to like his own neighborhood.
Well, he was a fucking demon. What you mean?
Yes.
He was a freaking
but
demon.
he could rap his fucking ass off for.
No, Vaughn was dope.
No, I loved him, and I ain't gonna lie. Like Melody's favorite rapper now. Maybe I'm getting old, but I'm like, I just can't listen to this music.
I can listen to him.
Music. I struggle with it now.
I've
been struggling with it.
I can listen to him.
Getting older, and I'm trying not to be like so like. I love ignorant, crazy music, and a lot of the people that have been coming through the studio have been telling me like hip hop, like they just been getting in my head, man. With because we got about 10 minutes. We went about an hour. We should. I would like to have this conversation with y'all because now that I say this, they kept coming through telling me how negative hip hop is, and I kept finding myself defending hip hop, and then some people would say gangster. They would try to break it down, but still said it's very negative. And I just was like, nah, man, got to be able to tell your story, stuff like that. But as I listened to them and I started to really think about it, I think hip hop might be having a negative effect on people. What do you guys think about that? Makes me very sad. It makes me very sad.
It's a niche,
right?
Because it's what you listen to. Because honestly,
so this is where it gets sad. because I think it's had a negative effect on my child's life.
But it's who she's listening to.
No, I know that, but she loves the music. Who am I to tell her? It's
Right.
Because to her, it is just music.
But you listen to the East Coast.
No, I did listen to that.
Yeah.
I brought her up on that.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, when at one point when her top 5 was Eminem, 50 Cent, J. Cole, Ice Cube, and Snoop Dogg, I don't know. I see more value in that than today. It's NBA YoungBoy, Dirk, Von.
Well, no, you know the substance of their music.
She loves what's his name, the 3-letter guy.
Oh,
NLE Chopper.
Yeah.
And then she also loves like the crazy, like, just I said it to be like, oh, it's like his name's like Murder, Kill, Die, Death or something. So that's her top 5 now. So I don't know.
Yeah,
How do we save the youth?
that's unfortunate.
You don't, brother. They're doomed.
But
do you not
should
understand?
they not be able to tell their story? Because that stuff is real. We know the hood, it's happening, right?
Bro, do you not understand, bro? They're going to have
Not
a
many
fucking
things.
OnlyFans model as a president eventually.
So it's not rap music.
Straight up.
It's OnlyFans' fault.
It's
all of their fault, brother.
It's attention.
The young people? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, fuck. I mean, not like that. My bad. My bad.
Fuck 'em.
My bad.
Fuck the children.
My bad.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them young people. They don't
Fuck
know
them
what-
kids.
What do they know about anything? They get confused in the grocery store, dumbasses.
Man.
Sorry, talking. Shout out to the young people.
Right, yeah, all of them.
Please.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are dicks.
The ones to the left and the right, you know. You know who you are.
I'm with y'all. So anyway, to put a bow on that though. So tell me your thoughts on the current state of hip hop. Now see, I feel like you look sad. You're like, damn it, maybe hip hop is ruining kids' lives.
Well, okay, so for me, I just don't pay attention to the.
We started this by King Von, so we pay enough attention to know about the murder music.
But that's the thing with me. Like, obviously, King Von, it ended up how it ended up.
Trapalore Ross says he's a serial killer.
He probably
because
is.
he ate cereal a lot.
For sure. But
it's a little bit of a stretch.
Here's the thing: is I'll listen to it. Like, that's the hardest part is me going through the different years and listening to, like, trying to figure out what I like and what I didn't like or what I missed. The fucking amount of Young Boy albums and Future albums, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I know what I like. Vaughn, I'll listen to the albums I haven't heard because I like. He flows. It's not this, and like, there was one Young Boy song where I'm like, I get it.
There's a couple Young Boy songs.
And then I never got it again.
I can get it just because I can get ignorant stuff. I don't know if it should be.
Well, I can, when he does, he will have a moment where he's on like a mental health kick. Like, he's talking about the shit he goes through mentally. That was when I was like, oh shit, I get it.
Like, my brain hurts from drugs today, so I'm not going to do them.
No, he's doing them. He's just not going to do as much. Or is he going to switch up what he's doing?
Dog, his neighbor loves him though. So he's got to be a good person in person.
I think he probably punches people or something. I don't know.
Dude, he does worse. He just, yeah.
Shout out to the youth.
Yes. Shout out to the young boys and girls.
I ruined this because now it's like we're ending on a low because we're like, hip hop is ruining the world.
Let's go to the high. We got the new logo.
They already high though.
Yeah, the logo's fire.
True.
Yo, so yeah, shout out to the logo.
But we've been switching shit so often. I just always feel like reinventing the wheel, so to say. And I don't know if it needs to, but like the shit that came out the shit that came out like 2 years ago, I don't want our videos to have the same look.
Absolutely.
I don't want it. And it's not that we need a new logo every year, but this feels like it might be the one.
Hey, yo, shout out to this man over here, man. All of our drops, all of our logos, all of our anything that comes out with Eyes on Favorite, he does more. I don't do none of that. Only thing I got to do is make sure I give him beats every whatever, but that's easy. There's like 20 on the computer right now.
That was the idea because, okay, so we're origin story in the end, maybe.
Good.
But I was doing the song a week at the beginning of 2021. And when I got to the end of, because I plan on, in the end, putting it as a project at the end of the quarter. So I put out that first one and I was running out of shit. Like, I wasn't able to finish it. And so I think I had 2 or 3 songs left. And I'm like, you know what? I'm calling it. I did a quarter. I did 12 songs. I think I had dropped 13 on the full version. but I was making beats for myself, and I was really liking how they were turning out. So I'm like, all right, I want to produce again, but I also don't want to just like fucking throw shit out there and it just sits. And to an extent, some have, some.
Well, I guess I can say maybe they haven't because they inspired me to change my life.
And I appreciate that.
I guess you don't know what number of
That's what I'm saying.
Of those views are doing that.
And I think we wouldn't be here 4 years later if I wouldn't have reached out. Well, I mean, we'd be here, but we wouldn't be here together. I reached out to him. I reached out to LD, and I was just like, it'll be more beneficial if we work together rather than apart. And it doesn't mean we have to produce songs like, still to this day, we don't have a beat that we both produced. And it's mainly because of time. And
but yeah, maybe I'll have to figure out a way to get that one on the joint.
I would be down.
Together.
There is a way to do it.
Yeah, maybe.
I just think
just inspiration from the both of you or something. I'm sure we could figure it out.
I think the biggest thing is we're both very much
maybe
like
close with it or open with it or something.
We don't,
or one of each, like but changing in the middle of the song. Kind of that could be fire.
We could have the same melody, like have
that could be dope.
It could do the same BPM.
Yeah.
And then you just go crazy, or just make it add a little bit of things that have to be the same.
Yeah.
But you're each individual take.
I'm down.
That could be fire.
But that's the thing is, it wasn't like how the Neptunes, everything was both of them.
Yeah,
you didn't know who produced what necessarily, but it was the both of them. Like
one
with us,
was way more famous than the other, and that's why they shoot each other.
Understand, but
that's why they shoot each other. He got sued because they did make everything equally, but one got considerably more famous than the other.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're more of a duo. So to say,
there's no egos over here.
Yeah, like that's the thing is if like the shit with Trap Terrell blew up, I didn't say get one of my beats to him. No, if it happens, it happens. Organic
comes back to the same umbrella though too.
Yes,
and that's why I think it's important when people believe in the same vision and they're pushing, they're pushing the same umbrella. Like back in the day, like if G Unit put something out, people were already going to tune in. Just because of the umbrella.
Right.
So you already have that leg when you're all pushing the same umbrella, even though you're putting out individual things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the oof tag was on almost all of them. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not one or two, but I made those beats before we even started, before I
love the sound of the channel.
So that's the thing.
I think it's diverse.
Yeah. Like organic is the way I look at it. Because if he's doing good, I'm doing good.
No, well, yeah, I'm a big believer in that too.
Yeah, same thing. Like if I do something, he's good with it. Like
sure.
that's the goal.
There's never no egos.
That's why I've had you here.
Nah,
man. I really, and also, I said earlier, like deserve, like y'all have plenty of placements. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do a full odds-on favorite project. Yep. Like other producers have done. And kind of see how it stacks up. You know what I'm saying?
I would love that.
So no, we have to. You do have to put me on the hook to get you the list and get that going, but.
We're gonna be accountable.
Yeah, you guys. The work is there.
Why ain't the single done yet?
Well, it's recorded, but
we're
not recorded. No, I lied to you. It's done.
I was gonna say if
he's already lying, bro.
I was gonna say if it was recorded, just send it to me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, it's not recorded yet.
Well, it's gonna be recorded soon.
It's wrote.
Yeah. It might go to carousel. We're gonna get on it. We're gonna get to it.
Whatever.
Take it pretty serious. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. But you guys are also, like you talked about already, mad consistent. So like you said, you put out beats every week. Actually, right now you took some time off, right?
Yeah, and it's really just to revamp shit. Like, and I do that. For me, it's hard to I don't want to do a sudden change. Like all of a sudden 1 week, it looks different.
Yeah.
Like give some space in between.
For sure. I agree.
And also kind of go about it different.
For sure.
Because we could be promoting and shit.
Absolutely. And I make so many beats so often that he could take as much time as he needs to because I could feed him beats whenever.
Yep. And he stays with the drops on his YouTube.
Yeah, I drop every week.
Mm-hmm. So before we get out of here, what's the last thing that's came out that either of y'all produced? Whoever it was. What was the last thing that's came out?
It'd be a Trap Terrell song.
Okay, that's what y'all were talking about, right?
Yep.
And that's the one that's going crazy?
He's from...
There's a lot. I mean, I got
But that's what I'm saying. Just one of the last things that came out or whatever that people could find.
A Trap Terrell. He's from Mississippi.
Okay, cool.
Mississippi. For me, it's my own shit because I've been dropping I think like 3 singles this year, maybe 4. Well, Kids dropped like 2 without me, but they're my
You
beats.
produced them, though?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's almost at 1 million subscribers too.
Really?
Trap Trail,
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and that's where they can find what you did for him.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, and he's done.
We got over
millions of views.
Yeah, we got millions of views together.
Love it.
Yeah, you go to the page, and I would say a good number are produced by him.
Right, yeah.
And you're getting the credit, right?
Yeah.
So that people will be able to
Oh
find
yeah,
it.
you'll hear the oof.
Yeah.
And
he does music videos for like everything.
Yeah. And they're high quality. They're not like backyard
for sure. Love it. Well, I'm glad y'all came through.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
They say y'all starting to become like honorary members. Y'all done been here.
Do we get a gold star or?
Well, you see your shirt hanging out there. That
Hey,
but I'm gonna be honest. That was one of the ones I was supposed to send to somebody else.
Yeah.
I talked to them, but I didn't send it.
That's all right.
I hung it on the wall though.
Right.
That's where
all the gifts are out there.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, and Melody has one too.
Fire.
Absolutely.
The black one or red, whatever. The one you gave me. Yeah, she has that one.
Okay.
Fire.
Yep, she loves it. Well, so we want to make sure people know where they can find you. Make sure they know what the name is, even though the logo is right there.
Go ahead
and tell them when they can find new beats. They should not worry about some of them though, because they're gonna be gone soon. Yeah.
July 5th, we will each have a new drop in the new logo, new look on the videos.
And what's the name of the YouTube channel?
I think right now it's Odds on F, but I'm changing the branding. It should be Team Oof. So TEALOF.
Gotcha. And that's where they can find it everywhere, hopefully, eventually?
Yeah.
The branding is all going to come together?
Yes. BeatStars right now is already changed, so teamoof.beatstars.com.
Got you.
Just makes it a little bit simpler.
Absolutely.
Because there's some pages that I couldn't get odds on favorite on because it was taken.
Yeah, the name. I've started to learn that naming is very important. And I have some pretty niche names that are really nice because you look it up and they're just there.
Do better.
Even BEDDER-MEDA. It just doesn't, so when you find it.
Well, you're taking the eye out of media.
Yeah, exactly. But unimportant. Like unimportant wasn't even a word.
Yo.
But also traumatically correct. Like that sounds like something people would have said.
Right.
As soon as I put it together, it doesn't exist anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So, names are super important.
Yeah.
So Team Oof is unique. I love it.
Yep. Team Oof, Heartless Fix, new logo.
Getting busy, man.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all, man. We had some fun. We're going to chop it up a little bit off camera. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this project we got coming. It's Do Better. BEDDER-MEDA, taking the eye out of media, the future, Raymond Rhodes, Dewey Betterton, all of those things, just myself. We happy to be here. Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, yo.
That was a good time, yo.
That was fun.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all came, man.